Chad, we have to talk about this. We have to talk about this. Ultimate Sky. Like, I'm really excited about this card. It's everything I wanted. This is what I want for the future of the game in general, especially for Master Duel. And I'm gonna explain why. This is a quick play spell card. You can see. Well, first of all, let's not get excited. Alright, let's get excited. Right? This is, I think, like an Appaloosa, right? Version. Someone that looks very familiar, like Appaloosa. So it's like the Ultimate Layer, and it's also called Ultimate Sky. It's probably have a different name, but I love this. And I love this because this is a blind second deck. It's not blind second, but it's a really good card going second and pretty much not unusable, but not that good going first, right? So this is the effect. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, huge, right? It only works going second. Activate one of these effects, but you can only use each of these effects of these cards once per turn. So you can activate this. If you have two, you can activate twice, right? Unless I'm misunderstanding. That's what I wanted to say, Afro. You're 100% right. This is really good in Sky Striker because in Sky Striker you usually play one monster. So if your opponent plays two, you can use this. The effect is target the face-up cards on the field up to the numbers of face-up monsters your opponent controls and pay 800 life points for each target. Negates their effects until the end of this turn. Now 800 LP is not that much, I believe. Even if it's like 6 monsters, it will be 4,800 LP, which honestly, to negate the whole board is not that much. But if this gets negated, that is a problem, right? But the second part is what I really like. The other effect is when your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, negate that effect. So this is Called by the Grave basically, but it's in some ways better and in some ways worse. What I like about this is a balance Called by the Grave, because how many times does it happen? Has this ever happened to you that you go second and you just have like a really good hand trap, but they just happen to have the one-off Called by the Grave? Bang, right? This way you can wait for your opponent to summon something. That's how it works, right? You wait for your opponent to summon something, so they have no. Even if you have the same amount, right? You don't have to have more. So your opponent cannot activate this going first if no one has monsters, right? Because they need to have more monsters than the ones you control. So even if you just bust your Fuwalos or Purulia during the standby phase or draw phase, your opponent cannot activate this in response, right? That's huge. That's huge. There's another card with a first line similar to this, and I only play the card playing first. What about the face-up spell and traps? Target face-up cards on the field. Oh wait, look at this. Target face-up cards on the field up to the number of face-up monsters your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot control more than 6, right? You can negate... Yeah, exactly. So you can negate any card, but up to the monsters they control. So sometimes you can negate a face-up card, spell or trap if you decide to not negate a monster effect, right? That's good. So I believe that this will be like a staple in Sky Striker. When you only play basically one monster, the chances of your opponent having 2 is gonna be like really high, right? So this is good going first for Sky Striker, and it's also really good going second for most decks. So this is why I like it. I don't know, and this is the thing that I was talking about a lot, that we need to make this type of cards like balance, or I mean going second and not as good going first, right? So that people that play like heavy combo decks don't play these cards. So that way you have an advantage for players who choose to go like more versatile strats, especially in Master Duel where you don't choose, right? So this way is rewarded to play cards that play decks that are not only good going first, Like some combo slops that just like make like impossible to beat boards, they don't get benefited by this because they will all have more monsters, so they cannot activate this. Blaze custom cards got accepted by Konami. Yeah, exactly. And this already happened with Call by the Grave. It already happened with Maxi. So I'm sure, I'm saying it right now, before the end of 2027, we will have a going second Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom is gonna get banned. Don't worry about that, it's happening. Ash Blossom is gonna get banned, and we are gonna have Ash 2, which is gonna be an Ash Blossom that is worse going first and better going second. Mark my words. Mark my words. It is gonna happen. The same way that everyone is saying like, oh yeah, Call by 2, and before they were saying, oh Maxi, worse Maxi, it's happening. Ash 2 is gonna happen, and we're gonna have to worry about Ash Blossom anymore. You're gonna not have to worry about going second and going against a full board and also Ash Blossom on the opponent's hand, right? So that's gonna happen. And hear me out. This changes everything. Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you. Raigeki gamers, rise up. Blind second gamers, rise up. It's our moment. It's happening. Finally, the game is gonna stop being for the player going first. Mark my words.